So we're going to do a quick video how-to training on using DBTube to migrate data. Alrighty, so this is the DBTube screen here, and it's got three main buttons: the editor, the importer, and the manual online. It's a small manual, but it gives you the basic tips on how to use it. So what I have done is I have created an editor, a migration script definition, edit importer definition. So I'm going to click on that, and what this does is it will display our directions to this tool to tell us how we want it to import things. And so we have a number of tables here that we've defined and a spreadsheet that will let us try and get this all on one screen here. So as you can see, it's very drag and droppy. You can drag and drop these things around the screen and make it visually easy to see what's going on. Sometimes it works. So anyways, we'll get this over here. We go, got it a little bit better here. Okay, so this is the import XLS table or Excel spreadsheet table, and what we do is we define it. When we click on it, we can set the data, the first row of data that we have imported into that, and we can say, well, how many columns are we going to be dealing with? Whatever, 6 here, up to 39 is what it's capable of at this point. So we select 6, and it gives us just these things to deal with here. So all we do is just click, and then we can drag where we want that field to go, whatever. Boom, and it's done. And then we have some selectors here. If target is null, we're going to transfer the value from the spreadsheet. If the source is not null, we'll transfer the value from the spreadsheet. Or we just always transfer whatever's in the spreadsheet, whether it's blank or not, or whether the target has anything in that field. So in the Excel table here, we want, oops, click on it. Sometimes you got to watch what's going on here. So what happened? Okay, there we go. So we'll. So we've got this tool here, which is the concatenation tool, which allows us to concatenate 3 fields. So in our spreadsheet table, this is the first name and last name field, E and F, and then static text, we can define these with this button up here, but we just define this little tool here, and this will allow us to put in a space between the first and last name. So we can see that's pointing to the middle part here, where it concatenates text A, B, and C. And so we've got the first name coming from here and going into here, and the static text go with a space going here, and then the last name going here. And then we want that to concatenate and then feed that result into, in this situation, we're saying we want it to feed it into the ID table, but that's just an example of what we were using it for. So let's move that. We want that to feed into the name. table. So it will feed in the first and last name, concatenate those in the Josh users table, which is a Joomla table that stores all of the members. And Josh Comp Profiler is the table maintained by Community Builder with all of our extra fields that we want to bring across from the presenter's legacy table. And so as things do this and whatever, so we're just going to play with it now. So once we get everything defined that we want here, we save it. It says saved. And then we go to the importer and click on the importer thing that we've got defined, and we choose the Excel table that we want. Where is that? Okay, that's on that. Kingston. Well, let's say that's not going to work. Where did I put that? Well, at any rate, so we go to wherever we've got our Excel table, and click on it. That brings that into there, and then we click on import, and it will run through and give us a report of what it just tried to do. And this gives us any errors that it encountered. This gives us the SQL statements that it's issuing, and so forth. So when we bring in the entire data set, this is just stuff in here that's going on, but we're still working on figuring out how to exactly use this, but we'll get it fixed soon. Anyways, that's how it works.